Satu, dua, tiga.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1. We are going to present you about the batch reactor. So firstly, I would like to introduce my group member. So my name is Auni Chasatina binti Azman. The second member is Wan Humaid bin Wan Hamid. Third is Muhammad Amir Firdaus bin Zulkifli. And the last one is Nurul Zaiti Nabiha binti Abdul Wahid. So before we are going further talking about batch reactor, I would like to talk about outline. So first, early student will able to label and describe the diagram. A second, student able to elaborate the principle for batch reactor. Third is student able to find the advantage and disadvantage of using batch reactor. Fourth one is student able to give the example of using batch reactor in several industry. So I would like to proceed with Amir to talk about labeling and describing the diagram of batch reactor.
As you can see here, this is the diagram for the batch reactor. For number one, the motor. The motor functions to convert electrical energy to mechanical energy to give torque for the shaft. Number two is the speed reducer. It is to control the speed of the impeller. Number three, connection for heating or cooling jacket. It is function as to supply cool or heated liquid into the jacket.
However,
The number four is the impeller. It is to increase the pressure and flow of fluid. Number five, shaft. To transmit torque from the steering motor to the impeller. Number six is the jacket. It is to remove the heat from exothermic reactions or provide needed heat required to produce the desired endothermic reactions. Number seven is the buffer. It is to optimize and stabilize the mixing flow pattern and minimize variation in agitator power draw. The last one is number eight, drain valve. It functions as to drain off material that separated from a liquid or gas stream or one used to empty a process line. Next, I will pass to the one who might.
I will continue with elaboration of operating principle for the batch reactor. First, reactant A from turn A and reactant B from turn B will fill it in batch reactor. Second, stirrer will spin and reactant A and reactant B will mix well. Reaction between reaction A and reactant B will occur to produce product C. Product which in batch reactor usually liberate or absorb heat during processing. Even the action of stirring stored liquid generate heat. In order to hold the reactor content at the desired temperature, heat has to be added or removed by cooling jacket or cooling pipe. Mixture reactant A and reactant B, which has been reacted, will form product C. Product C will come out to tank C. Characteristic of batch reactor. A batch reactor have neither inflow nor outflow of reactant or products while the reaction is being carried out. This is unsteady state operation where composition change with time. A batch of reactant is introduced into the reactor, operated at the desired condition until the target conversion is reached. Temperature is regulated via internal cooling surface such as coil or tube, jacket, reflux condenser, or pump around loop that pass through an exchanger. Batch processor batch process are stated to small production rate. And I will pass to ZT to advantage and disadvantage batch reactor.
Okay, for the advantage and disadvantage batch reactor. Advantage of the batch reactor is high conversion can be obtained by leaving reactants in a reactor for extended periods of time. Next, batch reactor jackets allow the system to change heating or cooling power at constant jacket heat flux. Versatile can be used to make many products consecutively. Good for producing small amounts of products while still in tasting phase. And last is easy to clean. Okay, for the disadvantage of batch reactor is it high cost of labor per unit of production. It's also difficult to maintain large-scale production, and long downtime for cleaning leads to periods of no production. And I will pass it to Auni.
So for the last one is there is a lot of example of using batch reactor in the industry. So I would like take a few of industry that using a batch reactor. So the first one is pharmaceutical industry. So basically pharmaceutical industry is using batch glass reactor. This kind of reactor has the ability to accommodate many kinds of gear at time. It will receive all the material until such a time that capacity is packed to the trim. So like who might say, the characteristic of the batch reactor is the small scale application, which is produce a small scale of product. So food and beverage industry and personal care and cosmetic also using the batch reactor for making their own product. So that's all from us. Thank you.